my bump date, and today I'm 36 weeks pregnant. Holy guacamole, guys. I can't believe I'm 36 weeks pregnant. I am 1 week away from being full term at 37 weeks, and I am just 4 weeks away from being 40 weeks, my due date. That's obviously really insane. Every time I reach the next week, I am just absolutely shocked. 36 weeks feels crazy because I've been seeing people have their babies at 36 weeks and they're so cute. They look super well developed and they look really capable, and it's just so reassuring for me if I were to have him right now. Anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into this bump date. I have so much to tell you guys. This week has been kind of a tough one. As you can see from my sign behind me, I am officially waddling around, guys. I am no longer walking or strutting. I am waddling, and it is getting really painful. And Jackson this week is the size of a bunch of bananas. I kind of decided to do my own thing this week because they told me he was the size of a bunch of kale, and I was like, that's weird. And so I thought I'd just do my own thing and say he's a bunch of bananas. He's just like a lot of bananas. That makes sense, I think, right? Anyways, and before we get started into how I've been feeling this week, which I could go on and on about, let's jump into what Jackson's doing this week. So I haven't had an ultrasound in a while, but he is definitely well over 6 pounds now, because obviously we know a couple weeks ago, he was almost there. And at 36 weeks, babies measure normally at 6 pounds or more. So he definitely is over 6 pounds, which is crazy. He also is between 18 and 19 inches long. Not sure if that one's accurate, because we kind of know that he might be a little on the shorter side inside me, just based on my recent ultrasounds. But he could be anywhere between 18 and 19 inches long, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. That's really big. On my what to expect app, it says, so cute, your baby looks more like an infant this week with chubby little legs and pink tinted skin, that they actually look like real babies when they come out. They don't look as scary as they have before. It also says that your baby's ears are bionic hearing, that they're extra sharp during these last few weeks, and that he might be recognizing my voice after birth, which would be really cool. I'm hoping he does. I talk all the time. He listens to me edit all the time. I think when he comes out, he's gonna know exactly who his mama is. It says if this is your first birth, your baby may drop lower into your pelvis this week. I'm not 100% sure if he's dropped. I do feel like a lot more emptier space on top up here, but I don't feel like my belly has actually dropped. You guys will have to help me compare our last two bump dates. Do you guys feel like my belly's dropped? Because I don't feel like it has. I actually think that we won't know if he's dropped, because I think my belly, and not that it's like not small, but I think my belly is small this way, and so if he drops, I just don't think it'll be as noticeable. But let me know what you guys think. I don't know if he did, and since I didn't end up getting like my pelvic exam like I thought I was gonna get my cervix checked last week. It ended up not happening, so it's happening this week. So I don't really have any information of whether or not he's dropped or anything like that, but maybe he has. It says here that your baby's growth is starting to slow down, actually. It says forget your aching back and everything else. By trying to focus on your baby, growth will slow down in the coming weeks, both so your baby will be able to fit through the narrow passageway to the outside. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if he won't be gaining as much weight now, although I hear they still could like gain a couple pounds. Not quite sure how accurate that is, but it is supposed to slow down now so that we can actually have him and have him not be 12 pounds. I am officially 9 months pregnant, which is super cool. 36 weeks is definitely considered 9 months. So now when I tell people, they're like, oh, how far along? I'm like, 9 months. And they're like, whoa, you're having your baby any day now. And I'm like, I hope so. Give me a few more days and then I can have him any day now, which would be super cool. Yeah, I just like saying that though now, because now when I say, people are like, oh, you're having a baby soon. It's like, yeah, I'm having a baby soon. Obviously, this week has been a little bit harder for me than usual. I am having so much pelvic pain. And that's what's making me waddle around, is that my pelvic bones hurt so much. Pretty sure it's just normal pregnancy pain. Not sure if it's like SPD or something, but it hurts so much. And it's been hurting for a while. It took me a while to pinpoint the pain, and it's my pelvic bone hurts a lot. But then I was reading about it, and it's pretty common towards around this time of the pregnancy that happens, either because the baby is right there and he's pushing on it, or just overall your body's getting ready for your labor and your delivery, which is good. Awesome, good news, but it's super painful and it's making it really hard for me to walk around. It no longer is like, oh, I just feel heavy, because I do feel heavy. If it wasn't for this pelvic pain, it would just be like uncomfortable heaviness that I feel in my belly. But because of the pelvic pain, it is just like, Oh, it's so rough, guys. This last week is really hard. Again, this week has surpassed last week's toughness. Every week it just keeps getting harder, and it's definitely getting a little discouraging sometimes. I just want to have my baby, obviously, but I'm trying to be patient because I know I have to wait a little bit longer. It's still too early. He at least has to wait another week, and then I guess we can start talking about it. But my goal is to make it to 38, 39 weeks, and hopefully not be induced at 40. But if I am, that's fine too. But yeah, the pain is getting worse, guys. They even said it right here, the pelvic pain. Add the pressure from your baby's head burrowing deeper and deeper into your pelvis and your heavier uterus weighing you down. It's no wonder it's a pain to walk around. That's basically true. I'm gonna start at like this. I'm gonna try this week to take lots more baths and like much more like relaxing. I'm doing heating pad on my back now to help out with the back pain, but I definitely am trying to find a way to help out with the pelvic pain because that's really uncomfortable. The next thing I'm talking about is just like my belly. It just keeps getting bigger, guys. I keep thinking it can't get any bigger. This is it can't get any bigger, and then I am surpassed by my own expectations that it is getting bigger. Just from last week, I definitely saw a difference in today's picture versus last week's picture. I was like, yeah, you're getting bigger, Cassie. And Carlos says all the time too, like, yeah, you're getting bigger, Cassie. Another symptom that I'm having right now is just like swelling, I think. My feet are starting to look a little puffier than usual. Especially, they're looking a little puffier than usual. It's like I didn't notice it, and then all of a sudden I looked down and I was like, those feet are fatter than they used to be. It just appears to be my feet mostly right now, and like my calves a little bit I noticed too. I don't ever look down there because I can't see, but then I was looking today and I was like, whoa, you guys are getting a little chunky down there. Again, I hear it's all normal though. Definitely dealing with a little bit of insomnia as well. I'm so tired lately, and then I go lay down to go to sleep, and I wake up to go pee in the middle of the night, and then after that when I come back, I have a hard time going back to bed. It's not even because of the baby, although granted he is normally kicking around a lot during that time, but I think it also just has to do with just me awake. It's my body, I think my body's training me already for when he's here that I'm gonna just be awake in the middle of the night, I guess, with him. So I definitely am getting used to that. I wake up in the morning, I feel good for a few hours, but then by like noon or 1, I'm like, get a midday nap. We are so close to being ready for Jackson. I feel like this week, because I'm 36 weeks pregnant and I'm going to be 37 next, I told Carlos, I was like, if we had him, he would most likely be coming home with us. And I feel like that, when I think about it, kicks me into a little bit of a nesting instinct. Yes, it's painful and I'm in a lot of pain and I am massively pregnant, but I do want to finish so many things before he's here. I have such a long list, like putting together all of his stuff, getting a little diaper station set up for next to the bed. I want to get like rockers and mamaroos and pack and play set up. I want to get his car seat base put together. Luckily, if you guys didn't see, I have officially filmed my hospital bag and Jackson and Carlos's hospital bags. Those are all up on the channel. I'll have them linked up in the iCard. But we've officially packed all our hospital bags. We're making a few minor adjustments to them just based on the feedback from you guys. But that comforts me that I'm ready for the hospital. But I also am starting to now I want to get ready for when he's actually here now. Because I'm like, okay, we got it for the hospital. When we're at the hospital, we'll probably be fine. But I do want to make sure I'm also ready for when he comes home. And we definitely aren't, actually. So that's kind of like what we're focusing on this week. Is I want to like deep clean the bathroom and deep clean my the shower, because I want him I want to be able to shower him in our shower, but it's like really dirty and gross. And so I want to do that. I want to deep clean the bathtub for some reason. I want to clean all the blinds. There's just so many little things I want to do. Final touches on his room as well. I want to do a nursery tour, but I'm still waiting on his sign. Hopefully I get it this week and I can film. I'm going to be showing you guys it next week, but I have no idea. So I'm just trying to get the things I can do. I want to finish those. I definitely am hitting a little bit of like it's like nesting, except it's completely by force. Like I know I just have to get these done, and I won't be able to rest until they're done. I also want to start focusing on like getting one more good trip from Costco probably. You know, I want to get some good meals for us in the freezer so that when he's here, we aren't worrying too much about dinner that much. Although I know that family's gonna be making us dinner and bringing us stuff, but I just want to have some stuff prepared. I also have officially ordered a breast pump, which was like something I really needed to do. Hopefully I get it soon. But I did officially order a breast pump, which was one of like the last things I needed. I'm like, if I'm gonna have a baby, I need a breast pump. And luckily I was able to figure out like how it worked through the insurance and all that. But I feel like once I finished the things on my list, on top of the little things in the house, I think maybe I'll be able to relax. Or I'll just come up with a whole nother list, who knows. I have been still having my NSTs. Like I said, I was supposed to get my cervix checked and I was supposed to get my strep B test, but those got passed on for the following week just because I don't even know why. My doctor was just like, we'll do it next week. And I was like, okay, whatever, no rush. I don't really have a rush. But I have been having my NSTs. We pass every time. Jackson's always super good about it. He always does really good kicks. His heart rate goes up, does not go too far down. It's always been great. I'm having contractions, definitely having contractions. You can see them on my NSTs, but again, they're just not hospital worthy. They're not, one, painful enough, and two, they're not even consistent enough. I definitely have pretty rough contractions at night, like before bed, that I'll actually get worried. I'll start tracking them because they'll be painful. I'll feeling like period type crampy. I'll get like the back pain from them. I'll start tracking them, and then I'll just notice they're not that consistent, or they're way too far apart, or they'll just like stop all of a sudden. So I do think I'm going a little bit through false labor, or maybe it's prodromal labor. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. All I know is my body's psyching me out, and it's getting me excited because I'm like, oh, maybe we're gonna have the baby soon. And then I go, nope, never mind, not having the baby soon. I do think for the next few weeks, it's just gonna be lots of, and then no, and then no. Let me know if you guys have dealt with that before. I think Missy even dealt with that. I remember her mentioning one of her bump dates that she had, was going through like prodromal labor, where you just have contractions and then they go away. At the NSTs, I have contractions, but they're not consistent or painful enough, or they're not 5 minutes apart. So I do think this is going to be a very long month for me, because I'm constantly, every day, I'm like, maybe this is it. And then it's not. The only surefire way I'll know that it's time for me to go to the hospital is if or when my water breaks. If I just keep having these little contractions, I don't know when I'm gonna go to the hospital. Who knows? But maybe when I go to get my cervix checked this week, maybe that'll give us a little more insight. But I hear that can mean nothing also. I can hear they can tell you you're 4 centimeters dilated, 100% effaced, and it can all mean nothing. You can still go 40 weeks for your pregnancy. So I'm just trying to stay cool and calm about it. I want to make it to 37 weeks, and then I just want to really make it to 38, I think, before we really start trying to like have the baby. I don't think any of that works either, but I definitely think we're trying to shoot for 38 weeks. Just ready to have my baby, guys. Anyways, I think that's it for today's bump day. I feel like I had so much to talk about. I just kept talking to you guys. Thank you guys for listening. I love your guys' support and your advice down below. I love if you guys have any questions for me, let them down below. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna have this baby this month in March, or maybe we're gonna have a baby in April. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm having a March baby or an April baby? Let me know. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.